Hello, this is Roman with Anime Mystics, and today, or tonight, I am going to be reacting to the death battle for Natsu versus Ace. I figure I might as well, seeing as how I did the Zoro versus Erza battle. Obviously Belle's not going to be here because this would be pretty spoilery as far as Ace goes, since they go through their powers and backstory and all that stuff. I'm also going to have to tell her not to watch it because of that. But yeah, this one is a pretty good length, 19 minutes and 20 seconds. I figured it'd be shorter because I thought, oh no, I mean, I kind of have a feeling that Ace is going to lose. What with Natsu being able to eat fire to power himself up, get more stamina and magic and all that. But I don't know how well that's going to do with, I don't know if Ace's fire would be considered typical fire. And I don't know how much Natsu is going to be able to hurt him with his fire attacks, since Ace is fire. But then again, maybe because it's magic fire, it might actually hurt him. I don't know. Just got to find out. But yeah, I'm going to watch everything. I know a lot about, well, not a lot, but I know enough about Ace. I'm more interested in Natsu because I've only seen up to episode 42 of the Fairy Tail anime. I can't remember what the guy's name is. It's the electricity dude, the Fairy Tail Guild's master's grandson. It was after they defeated him and they kicked him out. Obviously, spoilers. There's going to be spoilers mentioned in the title as well, just so to cover all my bases. But yeah, find out what happens. I'm hoping Ace wins, being a One Piece fan, but I also don't know how it's going to work with Natsu being able to eat fire, use fire, magical fire, basically. I know Ace is pretty strong physically anyway without his fire, because he was able to fight with Blackbeard. He used his abilities against Blackbeard, but it doesn't really affect him too much. It hurts him, but he just sucks it in. Anyway, I'm gonna watch it all and then I'll pause it before they start the battle and kind of give who I think is going to win, whether I'm just going to confirm whether I think Natsu's going to win or if I think, maybe Ace has a chance. But, yeah, I'm watching this on YouTube on the Screw Attack channel, so I will have the link to the original video down below, so you can watch it as well. I think that's it. The video will be in the corner over here, where there's this huge space. And, let me see, I might want to turn this down a bit, I think. If I have to, I'll turn it back up. But we are going to start this video in 3, 2, 1, now.
In ancient times, the Greeks believed everything to be made of 4 elements.
I think that's pretty good.
Air, water,
pretty good volume.
And the most difficult to control, fire.
But these two combatants have mastered the art of playing with fire. Natsu Dragneel, the Dragon Slayer Mage of the Fairy Tail Guild.
And Portgas D Ace, the feared pirate known as Fire Fist.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In his infancy, Natsu Dragneel was a pretty normal child living in a pretty normal village.
And then a bunch of dragons toasted the town and killed everybody, including him.
I really like the music in Fairy Tail.
Almost. Fortunately, Natsu's older brother, Zareth, survived.
Oh, he has a brother.
Horrified by the violent fate of his family, Zareth desperately sought a way to revive Natsu. Eventually, he discovered the connections between life, death, and magic, and became obsessed.
And so he became the most evil and powerful mage ever, cursed to live forever and ruin everyone's lives. But everything worked out, I guess, because he brought Natsu back. Just one catch, Natsu had to be revived as a demon, though this gave him the potential to become even more powerful than Zareth.
Unfortunately, Zareth had become incredibly dangerous to be around. Fearing for
Makes
his brother's
sense.
safety, he left Natsu in the care of his friend Igneel, who just so happened to be the Fire Dragon King.
Natsu got adopted by a freaking dragon. Kinda weird since the dragon killed him in the first place and his family, but whatever. Dragon Dad ended up teaching little Natsu Dragon Slayer magic,
Twice worth.
a school of mystical
Motion sick.
martial
Yeah, I
arts
remember that.
developed specifically to kill dragons. Wait, man, it's really back and forth with these dragons, isn't it?
Regardless, Igneel eagerly accepted his role as adoptive father. He taught Natsu how to read, write, and fight. But then when Natsu came of age, Igneel suddenly sent him through a time machine and poof! Before he knew it, Natsu was trapped 400 years in the future and abandoned by the only father figure he ever really knew.
I know that feel, little buddy. I
All
know
right.
that feel.
Of course, it was all part of Igneel's plan to save the world, but at the time Natsu didn't know that. Fortunately, it wasn't long before he found a new home and family among the mercenaries of the Fairy Tale Guild.
Yeah, turns out being a demon trained by a goddamn dragon made Natsu pretty effective as a bounty hunter.
Natsu possesses superhuman speed, impressive strength, and unbelievable durability. He has superior senses, such as sight and smell, along with a mastery of hand-to-hand combat skills.
Mix all that up with his fire dragon slayer magic, and you got one fiery cocktail that'll knock just about anybody on their ass.
As the name suggests, Fire Dragon Slayer magic revolves around
maybe I'll
conjuring
turn
and
it down a little
manipulating
bit.
fire. A prime example would
There we
be
go.
Natsu's signature move, the Fire Dragon's Roar.
Where he literally shoots fire from his mouth.
Or he can engulf his hand in flames for the devastating Fire Dragon's Iron Fist.
You know, we're gonna be saying fire a lot this episode.
Yeah.
Yep. Natsu has well over 24 different ways to incorporate fire into his martial arts, but his real strength comes from a move nobody ever really expects.
Yeah. He eats fire.
Like all mages in the fairy tale world, Natsu has a limited pool of magic, but consuming fire actually replenishes it. Not only that, he can consume a few different types of elemental magic as well, including lightning.
Talk about a shocking appetite. And because this is anime, eating lightning gives Natsu access to an all-new form, Lightning Fire Dragon. With this, Natsu's abilities are enhanced with electricity, giving him a brand new element of power.
To increase his fire abilities, Natsu can enter Dragon Force. This greatly increases his Dragon Slayer magic and physical prowess, bringing Natsu closer to the strength of a full-grown dragon.
He's even starting to look like a dragon now.
Yeah, he's
He
kinda
acts
got
like
the
an
scales.
awful traumatic reminder when he looks at himself.
But when his Dragon Slayer abilities aren't enough, Natsu enters his strongest mode yet, Fire Dragon King mode. In this form, Natsu has access to techniques only the most powerful of dragons could wield, such as the Demolition Fist and the Fire Dragon King's Roar.
At his strongest, he could wipe out exactly 973 soldiers all at once and create massive explosions so big they could wipe out a whole town.
Natsu's raw power is extraordinary, both magically and physically. He's strong enough to lift an enormous stone slab several times larger than himself. Comparing this stone to Natsu's height and compensating for the density of the stone, it's likely this block weighs about 135 tons.
Talk about never skipping arm day. He's also fast. He's fought in multiple battles where he's moved faster than the eye can see, putting him well over 9,000 miles per hour.
And when fighting opponents even faster than him, Natsu has used his keen observational skills and indomitable willpower to predict their moves and defeat them. He's pretty clever in battle, which is surprising given how headstrong and stubborn he can be.
Like any real fighter, Natsu prioritizes offense over defense, running in guns or,
Yeah.
I guess, arms blazing.
Except this impulsive approach to fighting often leaves massive amounts of collateral damage in his wake. Remember how we mentioned his firepower could wipe out a whole town? Well, sometimes that's not completely intentional. In
No.
fact, this hasty
Oh, this is the
attitude
first
may
episode.
be his greatest weakness.
Nah, his greatest weakness is how easily he gets motion sick. Put him on a moving car or boat and he'll be hurling in a matter of seconds. That flying cat following him around should start carrying vomit bags.
Yeah, that's one of the stranger downsides of Dragon Slayer magic. Natsu's dragon-like senses can overload his semicircular canals, creating a feeling similar to vertigo. But more importantly, Natsu has a bad habit of burning through his available magic rather quickly.
Yeah, but who cares? He can just chow down on some tasty flames or lightning to replenish his magic.
Just one problem. Consuming any fire or lightning that Natsu has created himself will not replenish his reserves.
Huh. Oh well, Natsu's still the badass. He really is the Fairy Tale Guild's trump card for whenever things go south. And he continues to fulfill his old dragon dad's wish of making the world a safer place by setting it on fire.
I think it's time we stop playing around. Let's get down to the real fight. I'm gonna shatter you into a million pieces.
Wealth, fame, power. Gold D.
No,
Roger,
for Ace.
King of the Pirates, obtained this and everything else the world had to offer.
And then he was brutally executed, leaving everyone to run off searching for the king's long-lost treasure, the One Piece.
However, unknown to most, Roger left behind an heir, albeit unborn. Terrified the Marines would execute Roger's son as well, the child's mother held her pregnancy for a total of 20 months. 20 months!
Holy
I really don't know
mother
how
of
that's
hell!
possible.
How does that even happen?
Sheer inconceivable willpower. Though she died in childbirth, her last act
Well, I
was
mean, look
to
at the
give
size
her
of that
newborn
kid. Of
son
course she
his
did.
name, Portgas D. Ace.
Soon after, Ace was adopted by an old acquaintance of his father, Monkey D. Garp, and raised alongside Monkey D. Luffy and his childhood friend Sabo.
Over time, Ace, Luffy, and Sabo grew very close, considering themselves brothers and together forging a lifelong pact. They would forever live life as free as possible.
And for Ace, that meant following in his father's
6
footsteps.
foot.
It was the pirate's life for
Oh,
him.
550.
Ace was a natural on the sea, thanks to his incredible strength and combat aptitude. He quickly learned his way around the ocean, becoming the captain of his own ship in just a year's time, and eventually joining the ranks of the deadliest pirates around. He even claimed one of the world's most sought-after treasures, a devil fruit.
In the One Piece world, if you eat yourself a devil fruit, you get yourself a superpower.
But then
In
he can't
Ace's
swim.
case, he ate the flame fruit, which, guess what? Granted him the power to create and control fire. But with new power comes a buttload of badass new ways to kill people. Get this guy's gun hands are actually handguns.
I mean, I guess that's accurate. That would be Ace's fire gun ability, and it's just one of many attacks that Flame Fruit's power provides.
Man, I love my gun leg and all, but now I think I really need me some gun hands to go along with it.
Boomstick,
Trigun.
sometimes I really wonder about where you came from.
The front door, like every day. Come on, Wiz, pay attention.
Ugh. Anyway, these fire abilities are what earned him the nickname Fire Fist Ace.
Because he can turn his punches into blazing balls of red-hot fire. Forget gun hands. Give me some of that.
Manipulating fire comes easy to Ace. He can conjure up enormous pillars of flame so intensely heated they can incinerate enemy projectiles, acting as a sort of fire shield.
He's also got some really weird names for his attacks, like Firefly, Fiery Doll, and St. Elmo's Fire. Man, when did Elmo become a saint?
No. Actually, that's referencing weather phenomena where plasma appears to discharge atop a pointed object. Ace's version is not like that at all.
No.
Instead, he conjures up 2 javelins made of pure fire and hurls them through enemies, burning them inside and out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with his version.
Firefly and Fiery Doll is a combination attack, where he creates several small balls of green plasma which surround a foe before detonating in a massive series of explosions.
He does have one attack with a really cool name, though.
Oh, what's that?
Crossfire, you get caught up in the crossfire, crossfire!
God.
Of course. However, Ace's most powerful attack is undoubtedly his Great Flame Commandment, Flame Emperor.
Which is a pretty big name for what is essentially a fiery spirit bomb. But good God, if you see that thing coming your way, don't even bother trying to run. You dead.
There's even more. See, the devil fruit Ace discovered was of a rare breed, a Logia fruit. Because of this, Ace also gained the ability to transform his entire body into fire.
When he's in flame on mode, physical attacks pass right through him like he isn't even there. And if his fire body is somehow messed up, like someone dropping a giant candle snuffer on him, his true human body
Good thing
would
they
be
weren't using
totally
hockey.
unaffected.
Actually, since receiving this power, Ace has only been badly hurt by other Logia users wielding an element with an inherent advantage over fire, such as magma or water.
Man, it's like
Or
he's
Blackbeard.
invincible.
In a
It is
way, but it's
darkness
not an
fruit.
automatic defense. Ace must make a conscious decision to transform his body.
But thanks to his blindingly quick reflexes, he's able to avoid almost any attack. He can even react quick enough to avoid a shot from a sniper.
In this instance, he was reacting to the gunman in view. Assuming this gunman was professionally trained, Ace would have needed to react in about a quarter of a second.
But who needs speed when your fire fist can blow apart 5 ships all at once?
Considering ships like these would likely be constructed of teak wood, to accomplish this, Ace would need to hit each ship with at least 15,000 pounds of force per square inch.
So getting hit by Ace would be like getting hit with a wrecking ball. And when he throws more fire into the mix, he can wipe out an entire town.
Ace's last extraordinary quality actually has little to do with fire at all. If there's anything he inherited from his mother, it's his insane willpower and endurance.
He once fought a karate fishman for 5 straight days. Man, with that endurance, he's gonna make some lucky lad or lady real happy someday. Or, I guess he would have if he didn't. Oh, hey, heads up. Huge spoiler warning in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, he's dead. Like, totally dead.
Like many Regio users, Ace grew cocky in his ability to avoid being hit. In fact, he practically forgot what pain even felt like. And so, despite all of Ace's fantastic feats, his most impressive was when, for once, he chose to take a hit, sacrificing himself to save his brother Luffy.
Damn. Would you do that for me, Wiz?
Oh, sure, of course.
You're a goddamn liar.
I can't allow that. I'll take care of this on my own.
Let's see, I guess we'll be pausing.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk of chowing down on some scrumptious
Alright, so I guess we're gonna
flames
have a
is making me
commercial.
hungry.
Pause. Alright. So, I don't know now. I mean, I knew all that about Ace, but I don't know. I'm still kind of leaning towards Natsu just because he can eat fire and Ace is fire. But if he can keep Natsu from... Well, I mean, that's going to be pretty much impossible, seeing as how they're going to be burning up all kinds of different things. I was going to say, if he can keep Natsu from eating any fire for a little bit, he'd run out of magic and Ace would finish him off. Seeing as how his stamina is way above Natsu's, at least from what they told us. And I don't know how Natsu is even going to hurt him, you know, with him being a Logia type. Unless, again, his fire being magic, it like has no effect on the real fire that Ace produces. Or if Natsu's fire is just hotter, which was the case with Akainu, the lava trumped Ace's fire, so he was able to hurt him. So I think I'm going to stick with my original answer. I am hoping that Ace wins, you know, being a One Piece fan, but I kind of think that Natsu is going to win. Yeah, so we're going to go with that. Alright. So we are going to start this video again in 3, 2, 1, now.
Hey, you! Thief! Come back here!
Oh, this is going to be super short. Yeah, maybe 3 minutes, 2.5.
Give that back, or you'll have to deal with me!
Nah.
That's it! I'm gonna mess you up!
Fire!
Fire Dragon Swordhorn! Wait, are you seriously made of fire? Sunsplit! Time to turn up the heat!
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Fire Dragon King Roar!
I don't know, they might just have Natsu eat him.
Fire Dragon King's Demolition Fist!
Not bad, hotshot. But you can't even touch me.
Oh no.
Oh, did Ace win this?
Fiery doll.
Nope. I was gonna say, they didn't have him eat fire yet.
Wait, are you seriously eating fire? Try eating this!
Like I said, you can't touch me.
I'm not trying to. Lightning Dragon Fire Mode! Lightning Fire Dragon Roar! Phew. All's well that ends well.
Ew! That's a burn if I ever saw one.
This battle was anything but clear-cut. Natsu held the advantage in speed and strength, and Ace trumped him in endurance and defense. Still, neither held an advantage so much that the other couldn't keep up.
Both were mostly immune to each other's fire attacks. Because fire is Ace's only real weapon, this means he really didn't have anything that could kill Natsu. Natsu was definitely strong enough to put Ace down, but with Ace's intangible fire form, Natsu couldn't even touch him. So, sounds like a stalemate.
Very nearly. Luckily for Natsu, he had an ace in the hole.
Hey, nice one.
Oh, thanks. Natsu has had far more combat training than Ace, and is known for using his superior senses to study his opponents and take advantage of their vulnerabilities.
My curses can change anyone stupid enough to touch me into a living bomb. No matter what I try, this human just consumes my curses. He might even be stronger than he was when this fight started.
When Ace realized Natsu could eat fire, he had to become more liberal with his true physical form to avoid being consumed. And this was what Natsu was counting on.
Being faster than the eye can track, Natsu was more than quick enough to get a good hit in up close.
A perfect opportunity to use a fast, deadly elemental weapon Ace's body wasn't immune to. Lightning.
It's not like Natsu was gonna run out of magic or anything. I mean, there's freaking fire everywhere.
As his speed, strength, martial arts, and versatility surpassed Ace, all Natsu needed was one good shot, and he made it happen.
In the end, Natsu was too hot for Ace to handle.
The winner is Natsu Dragneel.
Oh, well, that's pretty much what I figured.
I'm Ben Wiz, and stick around, we're about to announce who fights next time. And if you want to watch exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box, sign
Well,
up
let's
for the
see.
membership trial.
See who's gonna
Great way to
fight.
support the show.
Alright, Sub-Zero. Oh, Glacius. That could be interesting. I don't know. I can assume the lightning might hurt Ace. But I've never seen him fight anybody with lightning, so I don't know. I mean, it's not like he was with them when they fought Enel. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to go with that. I don't really know. Again, whether that would actually work in if they ever fought, like, really. But if that's what they came up with, then I guess so. Other than the Deadpool and Pinkie Pie one, I don't think there's. Well, okay, maybe one other one that had a draw. I guess they didn't want to do a draw. Because I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I figured Ace might lose anyway because of, you know, the whole thing with Natsu eating fire, and that was why he went into his normal form instead of intangible form. But I'm not 100% sure about the lightning. I'm assuming it would be hotter than fire, seeing how it's lightning. But I don't know. Whatever. I thought it was a pretty good battle. Really short, though. I kind of wish they'd have, you know, cut back on some of the analysis and did a little more on the fight. But I mean, it was a 19-minute video, and most of it was analysis with maybe 3 minutes of battle. I don't know. I've only watched one other death battle from this season, and that was the Lara Croft versus Nathan Drake. I think that one was kind of short too. Not as short, definitely. But have most of the battles from this season been this short? Or is it just this one? I see a few others here from this season. Venom versus Bane and the Power Rangers versus Voltron. I don't know. There haven't really been too many battles I've been interested in. I might check out the Power Rangers versus Voltron one now, just because I like the Power Rangers. But yeah, the battle was okay, really short. I'm just gonna have to kind of go with what they decided would be the winning factor for Natsu. So if you enjoyed this reaction, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you can get updates on our releases. And check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for anything else that we decide to post. So until next time, bye.